Hi class, Dr. Keiter here. Wanted to take a moment to introduce you to the layout of the SCIN130 Intro to Biology with Lab classroom. So please take a moment, watch this video. It's just going to give you a general overview and tour of how to navigate through the classroom. Here we are on the model page, and in this box to the left we're going to see a general information area that is a one-time read. So just take a moment, read through that. It'll give you a general overview of what the course is about. You'll also notice right here there's a box with an ongoing time labeled APUS time. Since the university is located in the Eastern Time Zone, and of course many of you are located throughout the entirety of the US and globally throughout the world, we have to set one specific time for all assignments to be submitted, and that time is the Eastern Time Zone. So you don't have to do any calculations. You can come to your home page and always see a current time of the APUS time. Next, to the right, we have an announcements box. Each week I will post some announcements, typically 1 to 2 announcements. These contain vital information about any clarifications to the week's assignments, any helpful hints, or any potential changes that may occur throughout the semester. So make sure you're logged in the classroom multiple times through the week, and always check this section to see if any new announcements have been posted. Another means that I will continue to communicate with you through is going to be the messages link. We have a little summary box here above the announcements box called the messages and forums notifications. Any new messages that are incoming to you will be listed here. Currently, as you can see, I have none. But if I send you any messages or any of your classmates sends out any messages, it'll notify you here by the number you have waiting for you. Same with the forums. Any new forums will be numerically listed here. So this just gives you a general overview. I'll talk more about these in a moment. With that being said, we finished the home site here. Let's go over to the main menu bar on the left-hand side. Let's go to the messages link. Again, any messages and all messages that you use to communicate with myself, your instructor, or any of your classmates should be done through this link, through messages. This is APUS policy, so please do not use your personal email to contact me unless there is a dire emergency, or if after the class has ended you can use my email that is listed in the syllabus link, as we'll see momentarily. Speaking of syllabus, let's click on syllabus. This is going to be the next area I want you to visit. Again, here is my APUS email outside of the classroom messages link. Please only use this in dire emergencies. Like I said, if you do not have access to the classroom or after the course ends you need to reach me, this is how you can reach me. Otherwise, keep all communication through the messages link up here. As you can see down here, there is a Word document, the APUS SCIN130 syllabus. Please click on that, open it up, save it to your desktop, and print it out. This will contain a bunch of information that will go over general course and school policies and expectations. It will also give you an overview of all the course content to include assignments, quizzes, etc. This will be a great document to have on hand, especially if for some reason you are unable to log into the classroom. So definitely print that out and keep it by your desk. Next, click on the lessons area. This is going to be something you're going to use on a weekly basis. This is going to contain all the information you need to successfully complete all the coursework over the next 8 weeks. During the first week, you're going to have 3 sections to read. Otherwise, each following week will only have 1. But since we're getting acquainted with things, we're going to have some extra sections to include the course overview and getting started link. Read through these as they'll give you some general guidelines and information on what the course is about. It will also give you, as you can see here, information regarding your course materials for this particular class. And the most important area right here, which is going to be your first week's official lesson. Each week hereafter you're going to have a weekly lesson, and they're going to be structured in the same way that I'd like to review momentarily here. First, we're going to have a lesson overview, which is going to generally describe where we're going for the week and the topics we're going to cover. Next, the reading and resources link. This is going to give you all the chapters assigned from your course textbook. It's going to also list some supplemental tools that will aid you in your studies, including chapter outlines, as well as any ancillary videos or animations that may help with certain concepts that are a little more difficult to grasp, and sometimes the visual component of seeing an animation or a video is very effective learning. So check those out as you go through this particular section. Next, there's going to be a lesson link. Here it's going to be a compilation of videos that are going to they're going to hone in on particular aspects of the course content for that week in the form of videos that are going to help explain the main topics we'll be covering. These are great videos put together, and I highly recommend you watch each and every one of them. They're not very long, but very effective and helpful in your studies. Next, as you know, this course has a lab component. Click on the lab portion here, and this will give you all of the links you need to access the lab simulations, the virtual lab simulations, as well as the worksheets. Please note that you're going to do the labs via the lab simulation links that I give to you in this section, and you're going to complete the accompanied worksheets. You are not, however, going to submit the lab worksheets, but you need to do them because these are going to help prepare you for 10 of the 30 questions on your weekly quizzes. So again, even though you're not submitting these lab worksheets for grading, they're vital to learning and understanding the lab material for which you will be tested on weekly. Next, forums. Each week you're going to have a forum. Another note here, this first week, forums are due Sunday, just because we're all getting into the classroom, getting acquainted. Some of you get in late, but from here on out, all forums will be due on Wednesdays. Your initial posts, your follow-up posts will be due by that Sunday when they are actually assigned, giving us more time to be able to read each other's initial posts and form some really good discussions throughout the week. And we'll get to this specifics and forums over here in the menu bar to the left under forums. We'll visit that in just a moment. Next, assignments, tests, and quizzes. This particular aspect under each week's lesson is going to give you all the information you need to know on how to access your assignments, tests, and quizzes, how to complete them, and where to submit them. Again, read through that, and the assignments that are assigned for that particular week will also refer you over here to the menu bar on the left under assignments, giving you further instruction on how to complete each of those assignments. Lastly, you'll have a lesson review, which will just give you a summary of what we learned for that particular week and where we're going the following week. So each week, I want you to read through each week's lesson first before you move forward with tackling any of your assignments. Your forums, an initial post, will be due typically Wednesday, except for this first week, as I mentioned previously. All of your other assignments, including written assignments and quizzes, will be due on Sunday. But this will give you all of the information you need to prepare for all of those assignments that are due each week. As you can see here in the following weeks, again, we'll have a second week's lesson, a third week's lesson, so on and so forth. Forums. Real quickly, you'll notice up here we have 3 ongoing ungraded discussions. These are areas I want you all to use just to discuss things such as any questions and answers that you may all have that maybe other students have for me as well. Post here and I can answer them, and everyone has access to it. Here's an open forum section. If you have anything to share with the class about the class or any current topics in biology, please feel free to share them with us here. And lastly, as we'll talk about later, the course project, which is going to be a course-long project we're going to learn about this week in the first week's forum. And if you have any tips or any questions about it, please post them here. I'll be checking these areas too to answer any questions you may have, but also reach out to your classmates, work together. Let's form a community and help one another out as we would in an actual classroom setting. Lastly, as I mentioned previously, we're going to have weekly forums. This first week, we're going to have a virtual introduction. We want to get to know you and your classmates. And we're also going to have a second portion associated with that where we're going to submit the species we want to focus our course project on. There's another video available that will talk about the course-long project that I recommend you watch so you can familiarize yourself with this project, as it is going to be an 8-week long project. It's really exciting. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it, but I want you to be aware of it from the first week so you can start preparing. Lastly, the grade book. This is going to be the area where all your grades and feedback will be posted. Right now there's nothing in here obviously, but each week I will grade all of your assignments within 5 days following the Sunday due date. On quizzes, you do have short answer questions, and those will need to be hand graded. You will get direct feedback as soon as you submit your quiz on your grade from the multiple choice questions, but I will have to grade your short answers. So those won't be complete until that 5 days after the due date, the Sunday due date. So just keep that in mind. Same thing with your forums and any written assignments. So even if you submit them early, I won't be doing the grading until all of them have been submitted on Sunday evening. Once I do grade them, you will see grades listed here, and if you click on them, you will see any instructor comments and feedback that I leave for you in this box to the right. So always check that, read your feedback. I may be giving you tips on how to better prepare yourself for future assignments, corrections that need to be made. Feedback's vital to improving upon yourself. And of course, if you have any questions about your feedback or your grades, always email me. I'm always open for discussion and want to make sure you all are aware of where you're going in the class and learn from your mistakes if you should make any, but hopefully none will be made. And lastly, there's going to be 2 grades listed up here, a current and a final. Your current grade is going to be your weighted grade against what you have submitted. That's the grade you should look at on a weekly basis. If you were to stop the class and not do any more work up until the point that you're looking at, it will give you this total percentage because it's weighing in all the future assignments you have yet to do. So the grade you really should be concerned about is your current grade. That will give you your up-to-date grade on a weekly basis. That wraps it up for the course tour. If you have any questions, please email me. I'm always eager to help and guide you throughout any of the course content or the functionality of the course. So let's get started with biology and have some fun. Cheers.